seasons change and we transition out of tournament season, we start to slow things down, and you're going to have slow weeks every now and again, but it's still week 173, and this is still the indie news. We don't have nearly as much to talk about this week as we've had the last few weeks, but we got...
It's slowly diminishing.
Yeah, it's starting to slow down. Shows are starting to spread out. We got holiday seasons coming up pretty soon, but we still got a few things to talk about, including results. Starting first over in the UK, let's talk about Thursday Night Throws 3.
Yeah. Attack Pro and Dragon Pro.
Indeed.
Teaming together to bring you the third installment of Thursday Night Throws from Cardiff. Chris Brooks defeating Cal Adams. Sophia I, Sierra Loxton, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly, Kagi.
Or Kagi.
They defeated the
Kagi would probably have an E.
Yeah. They defeated the Anti-Fun Police. Flash Morgan Webster defeated Bishop. Elijah defeated Posada. And in the main event, Bolarama defeated Brendan White and Bino.
Alright.
That was a lot more attack regulars.
Yeah, there were only a few names that we didn't quite recognize from the Dragon Pro side.
Alaskan Bush Bros.
No. You thought for sure they were going to be on the show, too.
They've been on both of the other Thursday Night Throws.
Yeah, that's what happens then. You can't make all three.
Yeah. Alright, and also this weekend,
yes.
that just
Saturday.
Saturday we had Tooth and Claw. See? Got it this time.
Yeah, you almost messed it up again.
I just trying to throw it back to the last week's installment where I did mess it up.
Gotcha.
From
Chikara!
Yep, in the Wrestle Factory in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Where the Proletariat Boar of Moldova defeated Oleg the Usurper.
Yeah, Cobalt got involved. It was
an accident.
It was a mess.
Team Bike Cops defeated the Furies.
Who thought that they're just like... I felt like this was just like, oh, we need like a jobbery kind of trio for King of Trios, and now they're beating some of the top people that have been in Ring of Honor, or that have been in Chikara for a while.
Yeah, not Ring of Honor.
No, I'm gonna talk about Ring of Honor next.
Yeah,
I got Ring of Honor on the brain.
Rory Gulak defeated Hollow Wicked.
Impressive.
Murloc defeated Ashley Vox.
Sad.
We had the Four Corners Elimination Tag Team match.
Yes.
Where Hermit Crab and Cajun Crawdad eliminated the Cyberhawks. The Rumble Bees eliminated Hermit Crab and Cajun Crawdad. And then the Rumble Bees eliminated Full Price Chocolate, Half Price Vanilla.
Yeah.
A.K.A. Chuck Taylor, Dustin.
So Rumble Bees now have 2 points.
Yeah, they might have had another one coming into this. I haven't.
No, I read.
You've been reading. I haven't been keeping track.
Yeah, Rumble Bees have 2 points towards the Campeones.
And in the main event for the Grand Championship of Chikara, Championship. Put an extra syllable in championship.
Yeah, you did.
Your boy.
No. Don't even know.
Francisco
Don't put that shit on me.
Coronado
I hate you.
defeated Mr. Touchdown to successfully retain the Grand Championship.
Or a touchdown.
Coronado clutch.
Yeah.
Escaped
Yeah,
Touchdown City.
he beat him clean. I can't take anything away from him.
But
cheat.
It's not the only show that happened.
Nope.
Because we got to talk about Ring of Honor TV.
Exactly, which happens Saturday night into Sunday morning. We started off with a triple threat tag team match, potentially sending one of these teams after the ROH tag team titles. We had Coast to Coast, the War Machine, and the Tempura Boys. And this was a really fun match to watch.
Yeah. I'm going to say, for me, it's been the best showing for Coast to Coast that I've seen.
Yeah, no, Coast to Coast usually are they were the first 2 teams to come out with War Machine, and I thought for sure it was just going to be another one of those jobbery matches, because they're not title contenders on, they're not in the title picture. They're not talked about to be in that picture. And so usually they're just the enhancement guys. But in this match...
Neither really were the other team, though, the Tempura Boys.
Yeah.
They've had run-ins with the Bucks.
Yeah. And that's,
but that was just kind of the Bucks being generous.
Yeah.
So we kind of felt like, okay, well, here's 2 teams to get squashed by War Machine.
And both teams had really good showings against War Machine.
I thought Tempura Boys were going to take it.
They hit that spike pile driver on Ray Rowe, and I thought for sure that was the end of it. Ray Rowe ended up kicking out of that. Shaheem Ali and LSG having some amazing out of the ring to the floor offense on both teams. But in the end, it was indeed War Machine picking up the win and seemingly putting anyone in the tag team division on notice, saying that they want their tag team titles back.
Yeah, they're going to be not the same old War Machine. That they're not going to let anybody get in their way anymore.
That's scary because I think the old War Machine didn't let anybody get in their way.
Yeah.
So, good luck, Motor City Machine Guns, when War Machine eventually get their tag team title shot. Then we had Flip Gordon in singles action against Corey Hollis. Flip Gordon is fantastic to watch. He is super athletic. Corey Hollis is a really good, solid base. But Corey Hollis is
best suited to the tag team division.
Yeah, but John Schuyler wasn't there. So Corey Hollis ended up
losing. He'll be on next week's episode, jobbing to somebody else.
Maybe he'll job to Flip Gordon. They're gonna run. Flip Gordon is going to be the ROH Johnny Gargano.
Oh God.
He's just going to beat tag teams. Flip Gordon ended up defeating Corey Hollis with the 450, his little springboard
off the shins.
Yeah, it bounces off of his shins.
Drop.
450. It's an impressive move. And then in the main event, we saw last week Frankie Kazarian winning the Honor Rumble to take on Cody for the ROH Championship. Awesome match between these two. But of course, we know that the Addiction's whole plan is to ruin anything and everything that the ROH fans want and or love. So we did have Christopher Daniels come out, causing distractions all over the place, even allowing Frankie to hit, after getting clocked in the face with the ROH title, he ended up getting hit with the Unprettier, or whatever Frankie Kazarian calls it. But Cody was still able to kick out. Marty Scurll came down and kind of evened the odds, getting rid of Christopher Daniels. And in the end, Cody retained the ROH Championship for Frankie Kazarian.
Man, Daniels was not too pleased with the outcome.
No. No. No.
Do you think Daniels kind of had the hopes that Kazarian would win and then just kind of lay down for him? Or do you think he would have let Kazarian have the limelight?
I think he would have let Frankie have the title. I think their whole plan is they don't want the title. Frankie said it in his pre-match promo. He's like, I want people to be absolutely sick of the idea of me being the champion. So he probably would have let Kazarian just ruin any sort of legacy that the ROH title has. I'm sure eventually Daniels probably would want a little bit of the action as well. But yeah, I think he would have given Frankie a nice long run of just ruining the championship. But that is it for results. We got some news stories just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, kind of bouncing around. I'm going to say Mr. All Ego Ethan Page announcing that he's going to be departing from the Evolve brand.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, he's one of their mainstay stars, and he said, you know what, it's time that he doesn't define Evolve, that he will be his own definition all around the world.
Interesting.
Versus kind of having the name for himself of being the top guy in one place.
Yeah.
He's ready to go become the guy everywhere he goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and we see him show up in AIW quite a bit too. I think he shows up at AAW every now and again.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll definitely be seeing Ethan Page around. The Young Bucks getting hit with another cease and desist. WWE, I mean...
Here's the problem. It started happening. At this point, the Young Bucks have just been poking the bear.
That's true.
Because, this is their third
cease
and desist?
I don't think the other two were actual cease and desist. I think it was more so just like warnings. This one was like legit. If you keep doing this, we're gonna find the hell out of you and all kinds of stuff.
Plus, I mean, the whole Bullet Club invading
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
You know, it's funny, it's publicity, but at this rate, you're not in a competition like WWE and WCW were at the time.
Yeah.
It's not a ratings war between... Because the Bullet Club isn't a show.
That's true.
I mean, they could have their own show. I mean, they've got like a roster. They've got a roster the same size as the 205 Live roster.
That's true.
There could be a Bullet Club TV show.
Yeah.
But again, it's
Live.
like Bullet Club going into this whole invasion thing. They don't have the umbrella of protection that DX would have had.
Yeah.
Having an entire company kind of be like a legal team for them.
Yeah, and it's I mean I get though it is like you said, it is great publicity. If you're constantly putting out that
If you're in the limelight, no publicity is bad publicity.
exactly, and especially when you have legions of fans like the Bullet Club does. I mean, you're going to get a lot of people talking about that. You're going to be all over the place. But yeah,
I mean, hell, I think at Raw there was a Hung Bucks sign.
Yes, I think there was. But in true Young Bucks fashion, they decided
to do a t-shirt.
They decided to use it to their benefit, and within 5 hours, I believe was the quote from Pro Wrestling Tees, that the cease and desist Young Bucks t-shirt became the top-selling shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Beating out a different Young Bucks shirt.
And the Bullet Club shirts.
No, I'm pretty sure Young Bucks had...
I'm gonna look at their Instagram real quick just to...
I'm pretty sure the Young Bucks have had the last two top-selling merch.
They usually do, because they're always...
Because before it was that, it was CM Punk.
Yes.
When CM Punk got released and he put out his first 4 shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees, he became the most purchased person.
Yeah. I can't find it.
I would say, Young Bucks, if you're watching this, if you have any of the leftover Nick and Maddie t-shirts,
he loves bringing
I really want one, and I'm a little bit, like, I understand, but I'm a little bit ticked those got pulled. And if there's any left over, send one my way. Please. If anybody watching this has one, post in the comments if you're willing to part ways with it.
He might even buy it from you.
Maybe.
Don't quote me on that.
Debatable.
I'll
trade you for a signed 8x10 of Jim Cornette.
I can't find it. But yeah, regardless, Young Bucks, I mean, keep it up, but be careful.
What else?
Let's see. Man, there was all kinds of stuff.
Not really indie related, but Caitlyn, former WWE diva,
potentially going back.
looking for an in-ring return. It sounds like to me that they've already got a set place for her, and she would be joining the Raw roster.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
They're looking to diversify the Raw roster a little bit more. Same thing with Paige. Looks like she's on her way to making full in-ring return, and she's set to go back to SmackDown Live.
Yeah.
So maybe they just wanted to have one they could bring in on both shows at the same time.
Possibly.
But it's been for 4 years since she's wrestled.
Yeah, Caitlyn.
She posted it on her Instagram, a picture of her after her first training session getting back in. She said something like, "It's been 4 years since I've done this, and I haven't sweat this much in my entire life."
Yeah. Pro wrestling is no joke.
Yeah, for real.
And then
it's not ballet.
One other quick thing. I'm not the biggest fan of WCPW, but I think we actually
we acknowledge them.
Yeah, we and I think we mentioned about all the people leaving a couple weeks ago. Now the new general manager of WCPW is going to be Stu Bennett, formerly known as Wade Barrett.
Yeah, and whether or not we or he can give flack to a lot of the videos that they produce on the What Culture Wrestling page itself, WCPW, the wrestling promotion, puts out A plus content all the time.
It's fantastic wrestling. Regardless of my feelings about what culture pro wrestling is fantastic.
Yeah, and if you don't believe us, watch Loaded, last week's opening match, War Machine versus Angelico and Ricochet.
It's all on their YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Check it out. Watch it
all
for
of
free.
Last week. I'm pretty sure now the Loaded episode matches go up exactly a week after they aired.
Ah, there you go. So new wrestling every week from WCPW. I think we're done with
Hopefully.
news. Unless you got something else you want to...
Let me look around. Maybe I'll be inspired to start a rumor.
Uh-oh. Rumor time with Kevin Hawk.
Team Hell No is going to reunite.
Hell no.
Actually, it's for the political campaign for Glenn Jacobs.
Oh, Daniel Bryan's...
Daniel Bryan is going to be attending one of his events to reunite Team Hell No.
Yeah, I've seen...
That's indie enough, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
It's using his indie name, Glenn Jacobs.
only if the person that attends his rally is Brian Danielson.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
It's going to be Brian Bella.
Wow. That's his real life kayfabe name.
Okay.
All right, I think that's it for news. It's time for upcoming shows. I have none.
I have one.
Let's talk about it.
All right. How about on Saturday, the 7th of October? Hey, we're heading towards Halloween season.
Yeah.
Wait for the Halloween themed episode.
We might wear lucha masks this year because we didn't do anything last year.
Oh, I've got something.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And you have no idea what it is yet?
No, that's terrifying.
But you're in on it.
Fuck.
AAW sees the day from LaSalle, Illinois. Another stacked card as we're getting ready to head into their annual Jim Lynam Invitational Tournament.
That'll be next week.
We got Sami Callihan versus AR Fox, Brew Baker and Jake Something versus Zero Gravity, Michael Elgin and Myron Reed versus Shane Strickland and Keith Lee. It's a team I don't want to be on the other end of.
Hell
to be
no.
completely honest.
Especially after watching what Shane Strickland's capable of.
Yeah, and Keith Lee's a big boy.
Yeah, definitely know.
Meltzer, one of the things I just read is Meltzer talked about the match at Battle of Los Angeles between Keith Lee and Donovan Dijak, and gave it an early running match of the year.
Wow.
Like, could be the match of the year.
I mean,
He said it was by far potentially the best career match for both men.
They were on opposite sides of each other in Ring of Honor a couple times. They put on hell of a good match.
We got 2 opening round matches in the first ever women's championship tournament at AAW. Allison Kay versus Rachel Ellering, and Candice LeRae versus Britt Baker.
Awesome.
We're going to have a non-tag title match, Scarlett and Graves versus the Hooligans.
Yeah, originally it was supposed to be for the titles against Ohio is for Killers, but for some reason Ohio is for Killers is not going to be there.
Probably because they have to do something to defend the Global Impact Force Owl fucked up tag titles.
Bullshit titles. Yeah, probably because they just won them on TV. Means they won them like a month ago or whenever. I don't even know. I
thought they won them at the pay-per-view. That just happened.
I'm pretty. Yeah,
they just did their Canadian Glory.
Did they?
Bound for Jim Cornette can't follow us here.
That's Jim Cornette.
That's why they did the pay-per-view and the latest tapings in Canada, so Jim Cornette couldn't go.
Specifically.
They just wanted to get rid of him. And then Phoenix versus Penta and Lucero Miero for the championship.
Yeah.
And those 2 guys always put on fantastic matches.
Yeah. They're great luchas, they're brothers, they know each other very well, and it's for a title, so it should be fucking awesome.
Awesome.
That is it for the indie news. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Click the links.
There's so many links, all of our social media links, but those aren't the links that we consider the important links in this video. All the links above our links are the ones that are the important ones in this video.
Yeah, like ChicagoPro.com.
ROHWrestling.com.
CZWrestling.com.
AIWrestling.com.
And many more.
So many. Click them all.
But we want to add more based on your suggestions, so using our social media links, send us links to your favorite and or local promotions, whether it's their websites, their Facebook,
YouTube
their
pages.
anywhere where we can get what they have to offer, plus their upcoming shows, and within 24 hours, the results of said shows. If we like what they got going on, we will not only continue to talk about them, but we'll give you a shout out for bringing them to our attention. That's the line that I usually say every week.
Wow.
But be sure to check out our podcast.
Matthew, put that on Botchamania.
Don't dwell on it. Just keep going.
Can't not dwell on that.
Check out Reasonable Wrestling, fans.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like
wrestling. Or
where
a little There was a W.
There's at least one W in that. You can go out and check out our brand new unboxing video where you can see where we got some of these new things all over the place. Yeah.
This is the new America Rally towel.
Yeah. Fuck Ricky Ortiz, or whatever the hell he's really called. But yeah.
Layla's husband.
Layla's husband. Mr. Layla. But yeah, check out all the stuff that we got out of those boxes. Check out which one won our battle of the boxes. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Let's do the coordinate.